My name on there, I don't know much to that.
All right, let's try this. Good morning. There we go. There's my friends. Thank you very much. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started. We have an appointment 10:45, so I want to make sure that I respect your time. Becca got me. Thank you. We have a lot to run through today, and we're gonna skip over some of the events to make sure that you're paying attention to your training calendar, because there is not enough time to fit every single thing in. We've got a lot of important things to talk about, some great announcements. So without further ado, our VP, we were going to have a contest in July, because this is still coming. So I want you to keep setting up on your mission, your values, get to know your Y4C2Ts. But my favorite part, as we all know, is let's start with bucket list. Who wants ducks? Let's show some gratitude. Who's happy? Who's thankful? Who would like to show some love? How many?
I don't get up many times, but about once a year. They all do it. You have one of those transactions that you drag, kicking, screaming, fighting, and drag it across the finish line. You know, if the other agent on the other side were anyone else, it would never have made it. So Lauren Klein and I had just such a transaction recently, and I cannot imagine doing what we did with her crazy buyers and my crazy seller. And then getting to the finish line with anybody else on the other side. So I can see her here, but I will put this in her box because she has learned definitely done it, not more. Like that. This is our answer. This is that.
Thank you, just for always being there and helping get the commission side of the, it's fun and the split with the layer and all that, so thank you, I appreciate it.
Who else would like to know?
So I'm gonna follow the one, Dee, Jessica, Smiley, I think she's. She's and our wonderful Biggs, I know I'm good morning, you guys have a lot of questions lately, so thank you. Yeah. Right. Yeah. If he's up there going with me, I bother her with something. And sometimes she'll take about 2.5 hours, and I'll have questions. So I appreciate you.
Any other ducks? Going once? Going twice? All right. Awesome.
Can I get you?
No, Marilla, I said awesome. We're done.
This is for my awesome teammates who are gonna be covering for me next week. At Mega Camp.
I would just like to note that as you see, those are bribe ducks, right? Like those are total bribe ducks. Thank you, thank you. All right. I'm scared to touch the button, so, okay. Y'all know why. Because I have a habit of hitting that thing a little bit too early. So last month, I had the honor of being awarded the Red Shoe Award. This is our culture award, and it meant a lot to me, and I'm not gonna cry. It meant a lot to me coming from Tracy Tyson, because Tracy has been acknowledged a couple of times this year for his character. And that's something that means a lot to him. And we've had a lot of really great conversations around that. And so it meant a lot to me to get it. And it was so surprising to me because where I come from, this is not allowed to be given to leadership because we should be good stewards of our culture. But as you can tell, I mean, this meant the world to me. And so when I had to think about who I was going to name as this month's Red Shoe Award, I wanted to give it to somebody who, if you were in this person's world, you feel the sunshine. When Maya Angelou says be a rainbow in somebody else's cloud, this person is definitely that. And so without further ado, I'd like to give the red shoe to Monica. She's. It's your own work.
Turn off that she missed her month.
Like, right?
She's always late.
We're never late. All right, if your name is on the board, it is your anniversary. Please come up to have your picture taken. Is any, I know Becca is in the room. Donna, will you take this photo, please? Thank you. Nobody escapes the embarrassment. You know how this goes. I will, as you know, we do not have time. I don't know where I went to. Okay, thank you, Dawn. Happy anniversary. All right, next. It's your birthday. If your name is on the birthday board, please come up so that we can thoroughly take your picture and embarrass you. It's the best thing in the whole world. Thank you, thank you. Like, make sure you tell on your friends. You guys know how this works. Don't let anybody hide on us. Are you verifying if you're really there?
Yeah, there's like a light.
Happy birthday. I have a feeling I'm going to need Becca for this. So our next guest is coming on via Zoom. And so I hope I can switch it over, but just in case so that we don't mess with that. So as you know, it is election time. And we have two guests that are coming in via Zoom. We could not get Lori here, but John and Leslie are both here to talk to you just a little bit about who they are, why they are running, and what they would like for you to know. They're not on, neither? All righty, well then we are going to proceed with our show, and if they come.
Good morning.
Yay! Hi, Leslie. Sorry, we almost like canceled you out. Give me just 1 second to get you on the screen. Back. Like, I know that I can do but multiple things at a time, but. I was a Market Center tech trainer there for a while, as you can see, my great skills. So Leslie, if you don't mind, the show is yours. You've got 3 minutes. What would you like for us to know?
Oh, thank you so much. Thanks to Jen and to Becca for planning this today. Hello, KW agents. I am here in my home office. I popped out of one Zoom and now I'm popping in here to speak to you. I am delighted for the opportunity to be able to run for North Carolina Realtors State President. I have been serving for over 15 years on a variety of levels, the local, state, and national level. I'm immediate past president of Raleigh Association of Realtors. I'm on the board of directors for the local, state, and national association. I also serve on the executive committee for both Raleigh and for North Carolina Realtors. I'm also the Region 10 vice president. I'm sharing this information with you because I want you to know that I'm someone who has worked for the last at least 12 years in a variety of leadership capacity that have prepared me for this moment in time to be able to represent all North Carolina realtors. Because when we are realtors, we are one voice. So there's no us in them, it's us together representing the realtor brand. I have stood for and have been committed to professional standards, professional development, advocacy, and member engagement. That's been my platform. It remains my platform. It's not something that I'm speaking to you about today. It's a new idea. It's something I truly believe in, because when we are prepared and we understand our market, we're educated on our contracts, then we can represent our clients and community to the best of our ability. And that's our paramount responsibility. So my platform is to inspire our members to get engaged, to take action, for you guys to be engaged in your local level, as well as on your state level and even the national, because you are the go-to leaders of the industry. Second, to provide development opportunities. So speaking back to the education, speaking back to the peer-to-peer collaboration and mentorship. When you guys are there today, joined together, working together, supporting each other to be the best, being recognized for your efforts in the community, that's what we need to continue to move the needle forward. And then finally, to provide leadership opportunities. So leadership opportunities, whether you want to serve in your local government or you want to chair a specific committee, but your voice matters, your experience matters. You guys are on the ground every day working through what the contracts, how they actually are applicable to your clients in your day-to-day work. So your voice, again, is important. We need you to be able to be at the table, to have the discussions, to represent your clients, to represent the industry, and continue to bring forth your resources. So that's my platform. What I need you guys to do is to learn about the candidates. Obviously, I would love for you to vote for me, and I want to do what I can to earn your vote. I'm committed to working towards the progression of our industry. There are many challenges coming against us as realtors. There are many out there who believe that we're insignificant and that homeowners and buyers can do the deals without us, and we cannot have that. Obviously, we need to continue to provide our ROI to the community and to the industry. And we do that by being prepared, understanding what the challenges are. So when we're out there and we're talking about our value and we say, listen, we were able to bring a buyer to this transaction, we sold the house in a day, but we've also got to follow up with what education, what resources, what tools was necessary, how you collaborated to execute that. So that is what we need to continue to do, is to raise the Realtor brand. And I ask you to go to my website, to voteforlesliewilliams.com, to learn more about my campaign. But most important, I need you to vote. Every year we have an election, and less than 1,000, maximum 2,500 of our members actually vote out of 55+ thousand realtors. And that is not true representation of our membership base. And you are the leaders of the industry, and you get to decide who your leaders are. And I'm counting on you to be engaged. I believe that we can change the numbers. This is in a historical race. For the first time that there are 3 candidates actually running for president-elect, and someone will need to be deemed the winner. And we must have majority vote, which means that not one candidate must have more than 51% of the vote. So I ask that you vote for Leslie Williams, inspire, develop, lead. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you, Becca. Thanks to all of you for the work that you continue to do in the industry. And I hope that you have a wonderful day.
Leslie Williams, thank you so much.
Thank
All
you.
right, without further ado, Mr. John McPherson, I believe you are also on, if we can get you up next.
How's it going, everybody?
Head to another meeting. Hey, John, good morning. I'll talk
see
to
you in a
you
few.
guys later. Thank
Yep,
you.
See you in a few. How's everybody doing today?
All right.
Good. My name's John McPherson. I am actually in Hickory, North Carolina right now. So had a Zoom meeting to Johnson County, and now meeting with you guys. And of course, I am so excited to be here. I wish I could be there in person. There are a few of your members that I'm friends with that go all the way back to college. So I would ask that you not take that. I've known Mike Davis since I was in high school too much to heart. And please don't not talk to me about that or not vote for me because of that. And of course, love Aisha. So here's where we're going, guys. I am running for NC Realtors president-elect. As Leslie said, it is a majority election. It is 50% of the vote plus one person. So I need you to be that one person that gets us over. We're campaigning hard. Yesterday, I was in the Raleigh area, and I'm going all over the state. I'd love for you to check me out on my Instagram account, which is John McPherson Realtor. If you'd go there, you can see some of the places I've been and learn more about me. I've got several of my friends around the state. They're offering their opinion of me, which is kind of weird. to have friends say nice things about you, but it's been really nice, really cool. So normally when I start off, I've got to do the joke. I apologize, but I am a dad. I'm have a 9-year-old daughter, and my wife's sick of me telling dad jokes. So you guys get the first one, and that is this morning. I woke up and I dreamt that I had been floating in an ocean of orange soda. And I looked over at my wife and I said, honey, do you think that was a nightmare? And she said, no, John, it was a fantasy. So there we go, folks. So I'm sure you've heard from Leslie. She shared a bunch of great things. What makes me different is, well, I'm just John. I'm going to tell you a little bit about some of the things that I'd love for us to work on together. And that is through elevation. So I elevate, advocate, and communicate. Now we elevate through the 3 E's, and those are through education. I can promise you that everyone in this room can raise their hand and say to me that they feel like they've done a transaction with someone that did not take the same real estate test as us. Okay, she's nodding really heavy there. And so because of that, we need to work to educate our members, and we need to work with them. You know, some of the great things that we do that we're already doing with the videos and the legal stuff. And, you know, we have so many benefits. And so North Carolina Realtors is not broken. I just want to be the hype master. And we do that through engagement. You know, I met Aisha when we filmed a quick video that talked about getting involved on an NAR committee. And yes, she does call me Johnny and picks on me about it, but this is something that's huge, is getting that message out to people so that they know that they can be engaged. I invited 3 people to the legislative meetings, and one of them even went to the legislative meetings in DC. So it's just like church, folks. Mr. Davis can tell you that with his dad being a preacher. It's what you get out of it is what you put into it. And that's what we need to do for our industry. The next thing and under the E's is encouragement. And what I mean by that is, like I said, hype master. If you all, you know, when you do your red days, you know, we want that tagged on NC Realtors, because there's a huge problem right now with people understanding the value of what we, you know, what we do. And so I also have ADD. So the person that just texted me from your room, she can laugh and thank you for your vote. So yeah, it's called ADSD, and that's attention deficit. Ooh, shiny. But no, so what I will tell you is that I'm just John, guys. I really want to represent you all. I want to make sure that what's done is what's done. I can give you examples. I was in Albemarle and I was talking to their AE, and their AE says to me, hey, John, you know, what do you think? I've been talking to some of the members and I'm so disappointed I can't be here. This one's been on my calendar for probably a month or 2. And what happened is she said, oh, I said, this one lady's been talking about reciprocity. Now for the brokers in the room that please do not pass out. This is what happens in Moyock up near Elizabeth City. You can take a Virginia license and say, hey, I want to be a North Carolina licensee. Okay, you're a PB. You got to work underneath somebody. But in the next 18 months, you got to take the 3 classes. They got 18 months to take them. They can practice for a year or more before anything is done with them. And so they're coming in and bringing Virginia escalation clauses and including them in North Carolina contracts. That's a problem. So this lady says that to me, and I'm sitting there, and she said, I wouldn't talk anything. You know, the broker, their AE goes, I wouldn't talk about that. And so what do? You guys know. I'm like, all right, so let's talk about reciprocity. Well, Adam Upchurch, the regional vice president, heard that, took it the next day to the board meeting. When he's done at the board meeting, the president of our association creates a PAG so that they're looking into it, because it's a problem down at the South Carolina line too. That's what we do, guys. We're here to serve you, and that's what I want to do. Now, advocacy is easy. There is a chance that you won't have to pay your $50 privilege license next year because we've advocated for that. If that happens, if the budget passes is in there, I'm asking all of you to take those $35 that you're now saving, because you're going to invest $15 because your PAG helped change that. And then how many of you called the plumber recently and they'll say, hey, pay me cash? And, you know, she says, you know, she'll say, pay me cash and you don't have to pay the taxes on it. There's a chance at some point that they may come after our commission and ask us to be taxed. 1031s. I just want to keep the government out of our pockets because we work really darn hard for it. Now, communicate. Guys, I've got pictures. I found them. Aisha, you'll never get them. I was a high school mascot. And what I will tell you is I can communicate and I can hype. But what we have to do is communicate the value of working with a realtor. You have to do that. And there's a couple ways you're going to do that. The first one is you're going to check out the Swanepoel report, and it's called the Danger Report, and it'll tell you everything that's going on. And what do I mean by that? Right now, Aisha and I go to a competitive listing agreement, and we're fighting each other for commissions, right? She may go lower, I may go higher, whatever that is. It doesn't matter. I'm not saying numbers, we're saying X. But there are people out there that that don't see the value in themselves as realtors. And so we need to make sure that we are, as a group, showing our value. I don't care what you charge. I just want to make sure that you show your value, because someone that, calls you up and says, hey, I need you to help me find a house. Oh, when do you want to list yours? Oh, I sold it on my own. They don't realize I've taken, huh?
I hate to give you the red card, but I'm about to give you the red card, sir.
I didn't know I had time. Okay, so here it is. So Swanepoel. All right, the next is competition.realtor. And here's the last one. This is why I want you to vote for me. You are currently getting text messages that are coming in, and those text messages saying insurance, okay? Go to the NCREC website. That's where they're getting some of this information is. Log in, go down, click on your profile record, and finally find the public phone number, private phone number, public email, private email. Erase those two, because for $15, someone can buy that information from the Real Estate Commission. Okay.
Just on the phone. Thank you very much. That is an awesome tip. Thank you, John.
Thank you, guys. All the best. Please vote.
I appreciate you sincerely. Thank you so much. I was John McPherson. All right, I'm going to get us back onto our slideshow here. And we're going to continue to reach out to see if we can hear from Lori as well. But thank you again for both candidates being here and for speaking. Oh, I have to. That was like, Jen, come on now. We only do this every month. All right. Brokers in charge, if I may call you up next. We decided to put you in the middle of it instead of the end of the day.
Okay. 11 minutes.
Yes.
Hi. Morning. I don't know. We are very fortunate that we have Rick Westover. I mean, you may have seen a couple of emails going out, but Rick Westover, who is on the NC Realtors Forum Committee and taught the big forums forum at GRA the other day, is going to come hold a class specifically for us here on the 17th at 11 a.m. or quarter of 11. He's taking time out of a crazy schedule that you can imagine, trying to go around the state, helping with that. We would love to show our appreciation by having a huge turnout. We need a big turnout for a couple of different reasons. One is we are being inundated with questions about the new forms. Okay, some of them I know are clear as mud, and some of them don't seem to be a help. Some of them seem to be just making things a bit more of a challenge. So for clarification purposes and for all the questions you could possibly have, let's blame Rick. I'm kidding. Rick will be here, and really you can ask for pure motivation and reasoning behind all of what they're doing, the changes that they made. So, and this is not just for new people or new agents. I'm getting as many or more questions from veteran agents as I am new agents, because veteran agents are, guess what, used to doing it the way we've always done it. Okay, so please, I would love to get a really good showing out of this. Rick's doing this as a personal favor to Crystal and to me, and so it would be great to have a lot of folks here to ask any questions you may have about any of the forms. All right.
He only has an hour, so be on time, and then because he has a 12 o'clock appointment, so he literally only. He's fine, so we'll help break it to him. So come with your questions. Anything else?
We should yell at you or something, but I don't know what it is.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
We didn't do it.
No, actually, you guys have been great. Please do continue to use the big line. I appreciate everybody that is really making a dedicated effort to use that in calls, texts, emails. So please do continue to do that, even if you just need one of us to sign a form. For some reason, sometimes people forget that that also needs to go through the email. So please help us help y'all. All right.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
Crystal, you might as well, if you are one of our ALC members, if you will please take a stand real quick. And let us, as always, thank you for your service and everything that you do for us. So one, I would just like to show you some love. ALC members, is there any of you that needs to speak today or have something that you would like to say? All right, all good. Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys. All right, we wanted to recognize our luxury agents, and we've got two new additions this year, and David Lanzi and Mr. Bill Warmoth and his team. Oh. I apologize. I was not told that, and I guess that's what that means.
That's okay, that's okay.
I love it.
No, actually, I was pretty excited because I talked to Becca earlier. James, sweetie, you're up here too.
No one lies.
I can't do this alone. James and I do this together, and actually, we were pretty excited. We had a luxury meeting not too long ago, and I think we had 4 agents maybe last year that were luxury agents, and now we have like doubled that. So
What are the qualifications?
I was getting to that next. So you have to close 3 or 4 homes, 4 homes. The closed price has to be $700,000 or more. And that's in a 2-year period. So we have several agents that are close, like they're 1 away. But I'm really excited because I know our goal has been to make us more known for luxury stuff. And, you know, we've doubled that in 1 year. So, I mean. When people think of Keller Williams, they need to think of luxury sales. Now, since we have a full house, as a reminder, if you list, sell, or close a property that is 700 or more, email Becca the information. You know, if you have a photo, email it to her. She is putting it on our public social media page with your photo. Guess what? Free advertising. People are like, yo, hire Crystal for this luxury, sale, hire Bill. Why would, this is how we're doing it, and people are starting to notice. So if we call your name and if you are here, please come up, please stay up. We're going to take a picture of all the fantastic 2023 luxury agents. And as we add more this year, which we will, we'll give them their certificates also. Is Sherry Hill here? Okay. Yeah.
You.
That's me. Angie Wilkie?
Or you say your name?
Oh, who's standing?
Yes.
Take it for her. Someone standing up here.
Oh, you want me to be Angie?
You can be. Okay.
Maybe taller.
Bill and Katie Warma. Yeah.
Scott isn't here. David around, Nancy.
He's probably in the building, just not.
He'll be.
Yeah, I know Kara's here. Welcome. So congrats to everyone.
Where's the other chair?
Oh,
Squishy. Congratulations. Got it. Thank you, James and Dee Dee. All right, we only have a few market calendars. Like I said, make sure that you're paying attention to the training calendar, but we did want to make sure that we brought special attention to our KW1 picnic. So sign up for drinks and signs, but even if you can't bring anything, we would love to see you and your family here. And we will have a photographer taking family photos. So yeah, oh, look, awesome. Good job. So this is, it's going to be a great event. So we just want to make sure that you did have that on your calendar. We're starting at 11 o'clock. And then guess what? It's bold. No, not really. Nobody gets that. Okay, so let me give you the skinny on bold. One, we're having bold here in this market center, so you do not have to travel. Denise Myers is our bold coach. It's going to start on October 12th. First step is free. So I would love to see everybody at First Step. If you don't know what bold is, it's business objective life by design. It is like real estate boot camp. It is meant for you to speed up your business. We encourage you to take it at least 8 times in your business because you are different at every stage, right? Then you're not the same agent that you were year 1 in year 3, 5, and so on and so forth. We are providing breakfast and lunch, and so we will feed you. You know, we like to bribe you with food. And they have rewritten bold. I don't know how many of you know the name Tammy Youngs, but she has been running CES. She has been master faculty for a very long time. She has actually taken over the bold program. And Molly DeMatos has actually jumped back in. I wish I could tell you that she's coming, but that's how good this bold is. And so definitely encourage you for bold. Again, First Step is free and it's going to be a party. So I encourage having all of you there. And then our DEI minute. Aisha, can I get you to speak to this? Or I know you were on, do you mind?
Yeah, so.
I'm not
hey,
going
y'all.
to share you so they can't see you, but they do get to hear your beautiful voice.
Oh. Well, hello, family. So if any of you know about 10.5, there have been a lot of code of ethics 10.5 violations and complaints. And so we're gonna help you with that. Sometimes we get ghosted. We think, oh, we had a great conversation with this customer client, and then all of a sudden cricket, and they don't talk to us anymore. It's probably because you put your foot in your mouth. So let's not do that. Would love to have you come take this course on Tuesday, August 29th. It is all day. You'll have breakfast and lunch and snacks. It will be at the High Point Association. If you are a member of High Point, well, none of y'all are. It'll be $60 for non-High Point Association members. Invite people from any other firm. It's open to whosoever would like to come and see.
Actually, if I may, and if I remember correctly, this is a designation class as well. Is that correct?
You do get a designation, well, an endorsement. There's no fee to renew the endorsement. So you get, some more alphabet soup behind your name. And if you are working towards your SIPs or your C2EX, which everyone should go on and work towards your C2EX, At Home with Diversity will count towards both of those.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Aisha. I appreciate that. So keep yourself out of real estate jail. And then our DEI committee meets Friday. It's this Friday, correct? And at one time, 1 o'clock? I'm there. I should know. But look it up on your training calendar and come. Jason will have it up in 2 seconds. But we do a lot of good work in the DEI committee. And in addition to that, we have an awful lot of fun. And it is at 1 o'clock. Thank you so much. All right, I'm not going to go but too far into Keller Agent Referral. Y'all know it's there. I just wanted to let you know that you no longer need to send me your co-brokers. So when you're cross sales, whoever you're doing deals with, I'm going to automatically start calling them now. I'm going to call them at least 4 times in the transaction. I'm going to be reaching out to make sure they have everything to close their file out. I'm going to congratulate them on closing day. So I'll be reaching out to you to make sure closing day really is closing day. And I'm not saying congratulations. They're like, yeah. In 4 days. I'll then reach out after the transaction to see how you did. And obviously I'm building the relationship from there. So you no longer have to. Now, if you have really great information, I would still love it. Don't get me wrong. Please send me all the referrals. And yet that's a burden for you. I'm going to take that off your plate. We figure out a way to do it internally. And I'll call you and get feedback directly. So I would like to welcome our newest members in July. If you are here, I would love to see you at the front of the room. Miss Mona Lisa, Elizabeth, I know you're here. Nick, I don't think I saw Nick today. Deanna is not present. Deanna is actually a transfer in from Burlington. I've known her for quite a while. And Miss Nye is not here either. So you get the whole, no, Elizabeth. No hiding. I saw you. But we want to say welcome. We're happy that you're here and there I am. Becca's gonna get your lovely photo. And welcome to the club officially. Yeah, no, we don't get to escape getting embarrassed in this building. We would like to congratulate our capper. So if you have capped in the month of July, if you will please come up and get your photo taken, please. Capping, of course, means that you have earned 100% of your commissions. I saw you, come on. That am I going to have to drive? Okay, Miss Kara, if I may have you up to the front of the room. Let's see, Bianca's not here. Ediana? No, I didn't see it. Okay. Lauren? Latoya? Okay, so I got one. I got one of them. One. I'll sing it with you. Congratulations. All right, we're gonna finish that up with Mr. Andy. If I can call you up to the front of the room, I'm gonna give you the clicker. Way over there.
Okay. It's gonna take a deep, dark turn for a moment. Okay, keep you up to inform you on some issues that a lot of the brokerage industry is now talking about. It's coming, okay? So, some real estate news. Redfin and Zillow formed a partnership. They are going to be automatically syndicating new construction listings from Zillow to Redfin. You're gonna hear about why this is happening, okay? Two, this is good news, all right? And they are currently talking to Congress. They want to give tax breaks to investors so they can sell their investment property to relieve from supply, all right? So hopefully that's gonna happen. And people put their properties on the market to be purchased by non-investors. They take the money and hopefully that again puts more money into the economy, alleviate some of our supply issues. That's something that's hot right now, okay? Zillow listing showcase, okay? Zillow is playing with a model right now where they're asking listing agents, they're called listing and showcase or listing enhancements, where listing agent can pay money to have more photos, it's gonna stand out, okay? And they will receive all the leads from their listings. The prediction right now is Zillow is going to be moving to a pay-to-play model. All right, does anyone know why they're starting to think about doing this? Okay, if you can see Rich Barton, they just did an earnings call. The outlook of the housing market remains frustratingly foggy. Not only because of the supply demand issue we're fighting with, but this is something that we know about that we don't talk about a lot. The Antitrust Commission lawsuit is supposed to be held October 16th and last for 3 weeks. This is the smaller of the two, all right? And guess what? This was clicking on to $5 billion, okay? The prediction right now is that we lose. Right? And what happens if we lose? How buyer agents are going to get paid is totally going to change. More than likely, you'll be seeking compensation from your buyers. I can't control it. You cannot control it. But you didn't think about what's happening here in preparing. Zillow went to this because they're hedging that it's going to happen. They're thinking about how do we make money if we cannot sell buyer leads anymore? Or maybe I'm only selling buyer leads for people that are willing to pay commission to the agent. I don't know what they're going to do. It's a big foggy area right now, okay? But the prediction is that we lose. Now, how do you hedge against this if you're an agent? You go and get listings, right? Here's the information that I are again. So if you lived in the house for 10 years before selling, right? So people that have been in their house for 10 years are targets. Okay, 41% traded up, 32% about same size. 80% of recent sellers contacted only one agent. 87% of all sellers use an agent.
So there's still a high demand, right? I have no idea what's gonna happen with fire agency and everything else. It's gonna play out in the market the way it's gonna play out. But once you think about that, right, especially if you're a team, if you're in Zillow Flex or Conflict Zillow Flex, I would probably not, I'd stay away from that right now, okay? Any questions about that? So, I hate to be the Debbie Downer, but this could be happening in a couple of months. I don't know how it's gonna play out. I'm guessing it's gonna be a big topic at NegaCamp and how we're gonna talk about it. But you also realize too, that in the commercial side of real estate, the way they get compensated is they get paid by their client directly. That happens, right? So the value that you show and how you're gonna get compensated may change, and we're gonna have to figure that out. Right? Go after listings. That is the number one thing that you can do right now. Or I would say if you're working with buyers or I don't, so demand is gonna be there. People say, oh, it's gonna kill demand. No, it's not gonna kill demand. People are gonna still wanna buy houses, right? How agents get compensated on the buying side is gonna change. Any questions? Foggy as can be, right? I hate to be the downer. Also, hey, keep on pushing right now. Make hay with the sunshine. I don't know what it's gonna, how it's gonna play out, right?
Oh, no, well, one of the things that you told me when you hired me is that you're not afraid of celebrations and I'm your celebration person, so that's okay. We're gonna pick it right back up. No, we need to be aware, but we are a buyer beware state. So you have value as a buyer's agent. We're gonna keep talking about this, but no, it definitely was important to talk about. Productivity coaching, do I have a PC coach in the building? I know where she goes. Oh, I only had her for a short amount of time. All right. So we wanted to celebrate PC and this month's Big Fish, obviously. It's so beautiful. But no, so she won Big Fish. I don't know if you guys know with productivity coaching, which is what PC stands for, they get 1 point for every listing and they get 1 point for every closing, and whoever has the most points at the end of the month is the Big Fish. So congratulations. Carrying on with celebrations, we're going to go through July's listings and closings. So if you had a listing or a closing in July, will you please come up to the front to have your picture taken? And I don't have your photo, so I don't know who you are. So please be honest and make yourself up to the front of the room. I know who some of you are.
Listing that closed.
Any closings this month or any listings this month? This is my favorite picture. Yeah, like look in trouble. I got my shoes on now. I'm so awesome job. Thank you so much for doing some great business in July. A new slide that we've added in is the $1 Million Club. Oh. Missing. Well, we had a slide up there for the $1 Million Club, but we're recognizing Beth, Scott, Stephanie Jackson, and Stephanie Snyder Justice for being $1 million in production in one. I have a photo of it. Oh, where's that? I don't think any of these individuals are in the room today. Come on. No, you don't get to escape, no. Congratulations, but let's give everybody a round of applause. I'm a photo hog, I don't mind. Congratulations. All right, our top listings in July. Guess who has to come back up to the I know you're here, and Mr. Chris Papalardo, if you guys can come up to the front and with your team members if they're here, that would be fantastic. Miss Dee Dee. I love it. Can you stand in order? Dee Dee has rules. Fantastic, congratulations. Our next celebration is for our home run hitters, and that is anyone who had a listing, a contract written, and a contract closed, come right back up to the front of the room. Right, you should have said it like this on rotation. It means you've done good work. Yeah, I know. Make sure we tell on our friends if there's anybody on that is not here. Oh, you have one job, one. Good job, congratulations. All right, top individuals. You refuse? You refuse? Thank you, Wahida. Thank you, thank you, thank you. She's like, I'm gonna go up here and get my picture taken. Our top individuals for July based off of GCI gross commission income. Congratulations. All right, we're almost done embarrassing everybody. If you are in a top group based off of, top team, excuse me, this is having one or two producing real estate agents, please come up to the room for your photo. I got Dee Dee, I see Kara, Frazier's. There we go, there we go.
Are you kidding? Yes, you are. I know you did.
I'm gonna put you in charge of making people come to the front of the room. Good job, congratulations. We have our top groups. This is having more than two producing agents. If your team is on the slide, please come up to the front of the room.
Yeah.
I was gonna say dream team can represent two. I love it.
You don't need
I love it. Crystal. Yes. Congratulations. All right, and then our last celebration before we start talking to the lovely people who are feeding us today, which is always one of our favorite parts, and our top expansion team for this month is CEP. Do I have any CEP representation today? None? They're out there making money. Elizabeth is, oh, yeah. You've aligned yourself with the top producing team. This is not a bad thing. It's a good thing. You want me to stand with you? All right. Not by ourselves. Thank you. Congratulations. All right, Ms. Tina, if I may have Atlantic Bay up to the front of the room, please. Oh, wait, I'm so sorry. I didn't have it. It's my fault. I have one more celebration, Tina. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get your steps in too. For our first closing, Letitia Thornton, and then for first listing, we had Miss Gomez. Why is that covering your name? And I can't think of your lovely name off the top of my head. Louisa is at Cobb is the other one. And going. So just congratulations on first listings and first closing. That is a big deal. I'm sorry, I almost forgot that one. All right, Miss Tina, it really is your floor.
I'm worried about my slide after Andy's announcements. I just want to talk about the fast track buyer advantage. It really does give buyers a huge advantage over people that don't go through this program. And a lot of lenders don't offer it, but basically I can get them pre-approved, verified by a real underwriter. And the underwriters are the ones that make the final decision. So the benefit is, it's the next best thing to a cash offer. We have a smoother, faster closing because all we have to do once they go under contract is send in the contract, order appraisal, title search. You can do a quick closing. Your buyer knows exactly what they can afford, so they're not running you all over looking in price points that they can't afford. And it also gives the seller confidence in the buyer that is submitting their offer, because the letter is different. So if you want to know more about it, I'll be happy to talk to people and let's go out there and get some buyers before October.
We actually have two fantastic sponsors today that are covering lunch, and so if I may call up Dana Campus, and I apologize, I hope I did justice to your name, but she's coming to speak to us from. Why is my slides not working? Ace, yeah. Ace, but it's not, and you've got slides.
There's just, I mean, we don't have to get through them all by yourself.
I was gonna say, because it does not want to.
That's fine.
There we go.
I got you.
We are, new to the city. We are, the sister company of Ace Hardware. So it's a tried and true name. We are locally owned. We are a franchise. We help out all real estate people, all people of, if you need any kind of work done. Kendra and Tim own the business. They have been here, they love the outdoors. So they travel, they have kids, they have dogs, so they're just amazing people to work for. Kendra was gonna be here, but unfortunately she got sick, so you got me. This is me and my husband. We have been together for 25 years. I have lived here all my life, so I'm local. We love cooking out with friends and doing what we need to do and have fun. But our business itself, we love working with people. Please call us if you need anything done, a punch list, we do them for free. If you're a real estate agent, please call me and let me know. We do not charge. So, if you need help, please feel free to call us. We'll be glad to come out, help you out, do what you need to have done. We have 4 gentlemen right now that are working for us, so, but if you know of anybody that needs a job, please call me, let me know. We can always use more. We are so hands-on. We let you know who's coming to your house. We call you the night before. We make sure that everybody is familiar with us before they come into anybody's house. If you have any questions, I'll be the one that you talk to, so please feel free to call me. We have 1,162 projects that we can do inside and outside of the home. So buyers, sellers, anybody in between, please give us a call. We are so happy to be a part of Keller Williams and to sponsor lunch for y'all today. So please feel free, let us know if we can help you with anything at all. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Mr. Warmoth, if I may call you back up to the front, please. We have a new vendor partner, and I thought probably one of the best people to do this introduction would be you, because you speak so highly, and so floor is yours again.
We are very fortunate to have a new vendor, as someone that I've had the pleasure of working with for a number of years. It is a law firm. It is Iddings and Thacker, and this is Salem Thacker in particular. I first got to know the Thacker family when Salem's brother Will was a commercial realtor 127 years ago. But I was introduced to Salem, who handled a transaction, a closing for me on a commercial investment deal for me the very first time several years ago. And actually the buyer knew him and introduced me to Salem. And I was so impressed with him. I mean, he's calm, his demeanor is professional, but he's very friendly. He's just a great guy, and he is an exceptional attorney. So, and I have to give a plug in his paralegal as well is absolutely fantastic. Paige Wolf is her name. And most of us that use Salem for closings feel like Paige can walk on water. I mean that. So they are just an awesome team. And so we couldn't be any happier to have them as our new vendor. And I would encourage all of you to use him and be amazed. They are a cut above any other attorney's firm that I know of in Greensboro. All right.
We're gonna do, well, we have a partnership that we need to announce. That's kind of a big deal. And so as the operating principal, maybe you might want to.
And also Salem is going to be doing closings in our office, if you would like.
Oh, look at that. Not badly done.
So I'm gonna get some happy news. Some happy news. Okay, we are so happy and so excited to open or have a partnership with Heritage Title. Heritage Title is already partnered with several market centers in the Carolinas and also with Winston-Salem and Kernersville, okay? The biggest thing, one of the biggest things why it's been such a successful run for them so far is they are partnered with Investors Title Insurance. If you talk to attorneys, right, they love the attorneys at Investors, right? And the other thing too is Investors owns 40-ish% of the policies in North Carolina. So they are able to get you reissue rates and all that kind of stuff. But when I talk to some of the attorneys who we're partnered with, again, and I said, well, we're part of Investors, they go, oh, okay. So that's been great. I want to introduce Carla up to the front, and she's gonna talk.
Do you want to dismiss or you guys are running a whole presentation? Okay, good.
Little
And
introduction,
make
because
sure
some people can't
I want you
stay.
to know that they can.
Yeah, absolutely. So, hey folks, my name is Carla Campbell. I'm the agency marketing officer with Heritage Title. Heritage has been around for 5 years. We currently, as of this month, have 12 Keller Williams market centers. In our partnership, as Amy mentioned, we have, Winston's been in since the very beginning. They're one of the original 6. And Kernersville has just joined this spring, so we're super excited to have almost everybody in the triad, I guess, now. We also added Cary this month, and so now we have Raleigh, Durham, and Cary in the triangle, so it's pretty exciting. We're all the way to Asheville, to the coast, pretty much everywhere in between, but we're excited to have you guys on board. We already are familiar with a lot of your attorneys here in town because there's a lot of overlap between Winston-Salem and Kernersville. But if there's anybody that you use that you think I might not know, please definitely reach out to me. I'm happy to help. But we're excited to be your partner. As Andy mentioned, we have a great business partner in our underwriter Investors Title. They are part of our ownership and management as well. And so it's a really great relationship because they have such a strong background. They've been around for 50 years. Last summer, they celebrated their 50-year anniversary, which is super important because something that you guys might not think about is you guys have so much on your plate as a real estate agents. You want to have a strong financial partner in your underwriter because of the fact that if there is a claim, be it 2 years from now or 20 years from now, you want to make sure that company is going to still be around and then able to also pay the claim. There are title companies out there right now that are up and coming, and they don't even have $5 million to their name. You have 5 claims on $5 million houses, they're wiped out. So think about it. Think about how many closings are going on every day in every city in this state. If you don't have a strong underwriter as your backup, then you'd be in a lot of trouble. And the other thing that's super important that you guys will hear more from me is it's great to work with someone who will only work with folks that they believe in, who don't have bar sanctions against them, or have strong, E&O insurance. We want to make sure we are a great partner and that Investors is a great partner of ours. So we want to make sure we're protecting you and your clients. So I'm going to be doing a presentation afterwards. I hope most of you can stay because this is super important. It's an onboarding presentation to explain how you can work with us. It's a pretty easy process, but we like to go over it in detail when we first start with the market center. And you guys are basically going live right now with our partnership. So you want to know how to be able to provide referrals. And this is what we're going to go through in the meeting. If you have any questions for me, just FYI a little bit about me. I'm a licensed real estate agent. I hold my license with Keller Williams Raleigh. I've been in the title industry for 20 years. I used to actually do real estate closings in Northern Virginia, DC, and Maryland. So I have a lot of experience in the real estate industry. And so I want you guys to see me as a resource. I pass out my cards. I also want to introduce you in the back. Mary Lauren Castello is my assistant, and she does great work with me. She helps me a lot. So if you see her face, please welcome her as well. We are great to have her. We're very lucky to have her because we're adding 2 additional market centers this month. It's crazy. So,
And I'm doing 6, yeah.
hey, she's a Ashford. She has a lot of experience as well, and she worked for Investors, so we're super lucky to have her. She's a great asset. So thanks for being here, and please stay if you can. I know you guys are going to pop out and grab lunch. We brought some great lemon truffles as dessert, so I hope you grab one of those before you leave, and come back inside, and we'll get started a few minutes before. So great. Thank you so much.
11:45, I don't even believe it. Everybody go ahead and get your lunch and then come back and get in your seat if you can so that you can learn more about Heritage Title. Thank you so much for coming this month, and cappers, I have your bags up front.